This is attempt number 2 of the Rainbow Infinity. So I've already marked the shirt again for the center line. It is inside out, although I am doing liquid dye this time. It's kind of a habit, really. Go ahead and do the usual for the symmetrical left-right positioning, and then we'll go ahead and mark it off and tie it up. As always, this is a 100% cotton t-shirt that's been soaked in soda ash for at least 20 minutes and then spun out until it's just damp in the washing machine. Alright, going with a much larger container this time. Let's go down to about here. I'll go ahead and mark this out. And I realize the finished product won't be an actual infinity because it should come in cross. Crossing isn't really possible using this method, but I feel it gets the point across pretty well. Alright, up. Got some clips to hold it when I get started. This would probably be easier to stitch around both sides. Then you could actually get that crossing in the center. But I'm going to go ahead and do it as an accordion because I want the final result to look different than I would get with a stitch. So, go ahead and like 3 or 4 on one side. Like that. Then I'll go ahead and go halfway. And go on either side of this. I'm going to give myself a little bit more than the last time. I know I'm running out of room on this side before it turns into another part of the shirt, but I would guess I'm making this about 1.5 inches wide. Best guess. And that's not slipping right. Yep, this one did not slip in. I'm going to check the bottom. Yeah, looks okay. Let's try this again. Try to keep it flat. It's probably as good as it's going to get. Move that a couple of times. And I can only go as far as that will let me, or I will have weird issues. So I'm actually going to turn it on this side and just check this. That's not straight, is it? Let's try that again. Pretty good. Let's do that. Problem is I need to be able to see where these folds are. Alright, so I'm going to bag this up so that it stays damp, and then I'll be ready to go once I do the rest of the dyeing. So, the colors I'm using for this are lemon yellow, deep orange, Chinese red, bright green, bluebird, and amethyst. I did mix these up as liquids, and they are in small needle bottles. So, a tiny little needle tip on it. I'll have a link in the description that shows where to get these. So, I made up, it's about an ounce, ounce and a half, something like that. Using a shot glass works really well, by the way, for adding small amounts of water. So we're going to go ahead and add all the colors across here, and then I may flip and add the colors in reverse. So let's go ahead and get started with the dyeing. I'll just let this sit, probably like I said about 6 hours, and then we'll drop it in that Life's a Beach muck. Alright, so this is where we're at. It's been about 12 hours since I did this part of the dye. So I've got a bucket of that water, or that dye. Just going to sit it in there, and we'll let it sit there probably for 24 hours. That's what I did the last time. And do the washout after this. Okay, it's been sitting in the bucket of dye for about 36 hours. I just pulled it out. Let's go ahead and do the washout. Alright, here's the first look. Throw this in the wash, and then we'll take a final look. And here we go. Front, back, I think this looks much better than the first version of this that used ice dye. I will say the yellow did not come through very well at all. Probably better to go with just the primary colors and let it blend to create the other colors, except for maybe the purple. And just go with it that way. I think that would end up with a better result, and you'd have the bright yellows. I might do it again. If I do, I'm not going to do a video on it, I don't think, unless something radically changes with it. But overall, what do you think? I know this technically isn't an infinity symbol, so what do you think I should call it? If not rainbow infinity, what should it actually be called? Rainbow binoculars? Anyway, as always, thanks for watching.